with you till the world blows up.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. That feels so weird to say. I have not said that in so long. Before we get into this video, I need to apologise for how inactive I have been on YouTube. So much has gone on in my life recently that I have been so busy, so caught up in life, that getting a video done and edited and uploaded has been the least of my worries. I hate to admit it. I do actually love filming for YouTube and uploading, but I just haven't been able to recently, and I'm so sorry. I look so pale as well. Anyway, that is partly what this video is about. Today is a Sunday reset, and it's going to be a little catch up because why not? And I feel like I need to redo myself, redo my environment, like my room right now. You don't want to go there. I feel like I can refresh today, or it might just be a completely useless vlog, but at least it's something. So it is actually like almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm still looking like this. I have been up, I went to Lidl, I was in need to get my cat food, and I picked up dog food, and I got a pan of raisin while I was there, a load of crap actually, but I needed to get, my aim was to get cat food and I got that, so that's fine. I wanted to have like an everything shower, wash my hair, all sorts, like actually refresh myself, like paint my nails, because what are these? A teacher at my sixth form literally called them Tipex nails, and she's kind of right. They do look like Tipex nails. I also wanted to go for a sunbed, and I don't know if I'm going to get round to that. I hope I do, because look how pale I am. This is not okay. It's coming up to winter. I don't really want to go to fake tans, so I'm just going to use the rest of my minutes on my sunbed. Should we have a little catch up? I'm going to go get my nail stuff and then we can have a catch up. The only nail thing I can find that was not gel is this like clear kind of thing. I think it's just meant to make your nails stronger, but I mean if I do a few coats it might go somewhat, I don't know, it just looks clear and shiny to be fair, and I need to file off the rest of the colour that's actually left on my nails. Anyway, I think you can tell by the sound of my voice and me keep sniffling, but I literally haven't been well for the past like week. I don't know what's going around, but I've caught it, and it's just like a bad cold. Like I'm just so bunged up, I sound ill. It's just not the vibe. It's not really, it's just making me feel like ugh all the time, you know what I mean? And God, I don't even know where to start with actually catching up on my life. I'll begin with when I went back to sixth form after like the summer holidays. I was absolutely dreading, hello precious, I was dreading going back to school. I can't lie to you, like last year I hated it there, and this year, oh, you come to say hello, come, oh. And I knew that this year was just going to be the same and more, because obviously I sit my A-levels. I'm in year 13 now. I'm sitting my A-levels this year. And I just knew it was going to be stressful, but like, it's a different level. It's a different kind of level of stress, because quite frankly, this year I have learnt nothing, to say the least. Like I actually don't know what I've done with the past month. I don't know what I've done with myself. So yeah, I did go back to sixth form, unfortunately. On a more positive note, I found a group of girls that I actually get on really well with. Like we've become really close. I'm in a good group of people. Whereas before, I had like my friends, but it was very hit or miss with like everyone doing their own thing, and it kind of, at one point I was in a friendship group that was kind of not my vibe. It weren't really my people. Like don't get me wrong, I still speak to some of them, but some of them it weren't for me. But now I've actually really found like people that I get on with and can be myself around and all sorts. So that's the positive of going back to school. However, the workload and how behind I am is not even funny. It is so stressful, and I have been so tempted to drop out, and I keep telling people this, and they're like, because I want to find a way to be able to drop out and still have the career that I want. So I've asked people and they're like, I'm not letting you drop out, you have like 8 months left or whatever it is, and they're like, we're not letting you drop out, like you've got to stay. So far I've stayed. It's been a month. However, outside of school, I have, okay, let's start in September. My car went to pots. Like, I was on the way to school one day and it started overheating, like to the point it got to, I have a KA by the way, it went all the way up to 130 and on the red light. And my mum was like, when that happens, you need to pull over straight away, like you can't drive the car, otherwise it's just basically going to blow your engine. Which I was like, wow, perfect. And at first we thought it was the water, like that's all that, because I thought I had a water leak. And turns out there was lots of stuff wrong with my car. We went to the garage, took it there, but then I went a week and a bit without a car, and I underestimated how hard that would be. When you've passed your test, you don't realise how you even managed without a car. Like, to get to school, to get to work, to get anywhere, like to have a car is such a privilege, and you forget that when you have it. So when you don't, you're like, wow, I really want my car back. Anyway, that was in the garage for absolutely forever, and made getting to school, getting to work so hard. And it was, bear in mind, I hate buses, and I was having to get a bus. It just made my whole life hell. It sounds small, but to me it was like, it also sounds like I'm being dramatic, but to me it was like the end of the world. I'm not joking. Oh, I also picked up this critical oil thing. That cuticle. Don't know what it does, but we'll give it a go, shall we? So yeah, going without a car was literally, I think that kicked everything off for me. Bear in mind, I was already like dreading school, hating that. And then after that, my whole life went to pots, which sounds dramatic, and it probably will sound dramatic, but it was just, my life turned into hell. And basically, just before I got my car back, I spoke to the place that I used to work and was like, listen, because there was lots going on with it, I was like, I don't think I can stay here much longer. Although I loved it. I loved working with children. I was teaching them gymnastics. Like, it was a very me thing. And the people I worked with were absolutely lovely. But they weren't, I don't know how much I should be saying, but they weren't paying me, basically. Company was kind of just falling apart, and I don't really know what's happening now because I did leave and I'm no longer there. Yeah, this is just clear. That's a bit disappointing. And that caused a whole load of drama because I wasn't getting paid. They were really behind on wages and all sorts. And then I started looking for a new job. But at this time, everything that had gone on had just set my mental health at a low, and everything just felt like it was getting worse and worse. Like, even the smallest things, it was like, I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. And don't get me wrong, it's still not great, but, and I think the start of the school year and everything else that followed kind of hit that off. And then I applied for a job and got that job. It's the job I'm working at now, and the money and the hours, like, don't get me wrong, sometimes I work in 8.5 hours shifts, but it's a lot better. Like, because I'm still in sixth form, I can do evenings and weekends, and it kind of just fits a lot better, and it's more local to me than my other job was, and the money's better. So the work side of things have kind of been dealt with. I have been paid by my old job that I was waiting for, like the money I was waiting for. But yeah, everything had a full-on knock on my mental health. Then that just began to get worse and worse, to the point I was struggling to get through a school day. And sometimes I still do, I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, making it through a school day sometimes is like almost the death of me. Like, sometimes it is so difficult and I'm like, please, I do not need this, I want to go home. Like, my mum and the school have been in contact with each other. It has been discussed, and there are some teachers at my school that are, like, they have been willing to help and talk with me and all sorts, although I don't really talk to anyone, which is a bit of a problem. And as some of you know, I turned 18 in July, and I was with CAMS before, and because I turned 18, I was discharged from there. Then I was kind of left with nothing. I went from having that support to absolutely nothing, which wasn't really helpful. Like, at the time, I was in an okay place, but there was still work to be done. So now I have been referred elsewhere, and I'm still waiting to hear what they're going to do with me. Yeah, I don't really know what else to catch you up on. That is why I haven't been posting on YouTube. I literally haven't had the time because I work weekends. I mean, I haven't worked any Sundays yet, which is why I've been able to film this video. But like, I go to school, sixth form, every day. And some evenings I work, and then on a Saturday I work, on a Sunday. It's kind of like my only time off. Well, for now anyway. I don't know if I'm going to have to work Sundays in the future. I haven't really debriefed it like this. Like, I haven't put it all together. I've just kind of dealt with it as and when it's happened. Well, I haven't really dealt with it. But here we are on a Sunday. Self-care. I want to go for a sunbed today because I feel like that will make me feel better about myself. Yeah, and I just plan on kind of making myself feel a bit better today with like just sorting out my life a little bit as much as it can be. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I do have my car back now, and it did break the bank. It was like one thing after another. It cost me over £1,000 just to sort out whatever was wrong with my car, because when my car was in the garage as well, it was due an MOT, and I was like, you might as well do the MOT while it's there instead of like having to take it another time. And it failed. Live, laugh, love. So then I had to pay an extra like 800 quid or whatever it was for that. So not only was I not being paid for the job I was doing at the time, I was also having to pay out thousands of pounds for my car when I had no money. So you can just imagine how stressful it got, if I'm honest. And so yeah, my life... Oh, I forgot I painted my nails now. That's in my hair. I'm kind of just surviving at the minute, if I'm honest. But hey ho, we live and we learn. I have literally bags under my eyes. I'm so sniffly, it's a joke. Oh, and I just feel so ill. I am so stupid. It's now 4 o'clock. I fell asleep. You can tell by the imprints and marks on my face. Oh my god, this is Sunday reset fail. It's much later. It's actually 20 to 9. I didn't go for a sunbed, which is actually really annoying because I don't know when I'm gonna go and have a sunbed. But I'm gonna go get in the shower, wash my hair. I'm gonna have an everything shower to make me feel nice and fresh. I did clean my room a little bit, still a bit of a mess, but it does the job. I am so ready for bed. Everyone's already asleep. I think that's my sign to go to bed. I'm gonna do my skincare and then I'm literally gonna go to bed. This is the end of the video. If you enjoyed, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.
I will be with you till the world blows up.